Roll Tide! Yes, sir. Roll Tide fans, how y'all feeling about this, man? Now, it's been a lot of talk all offseason about this being a big year for Kalen DeBoer, but it feels like to me, barring any of the member of the trustees and the board of governors go against it, Kalen DeBoer has officially signed a contract extension with Alabama. I didn't really see this coming. I thought it was going to be pressure on him. I didn't think he deserved the pressure. I thought he's performed at a very high level. Is it Nick Saban based? No, it is not. But he's gotten his team to CFP playoffs. He's gotten his team to the SEC championship game. Yeah, they got throttled, of course. But I thought he's a coach that you've seen just growth throughout the team, right? You've seen things go up. Now, there is concern, obviously, as we talked about on the channel, of obviously the offensive line, obviously the physicality. We need to see more of it, right? We need to see this offensive line dominate, this defensive line dominate. And I think that's why you see Alabama go and get 3 to 4 guys out of the trenches defensively, right? And you look at guys, obviously, that will have to step up going for them, Carroll, Jackson Lloyd, and so forth and so on. But when you look at the totality, like I said, you can't compare it to Nick Saban and what he's done and he's accomplished. Kalen DeBoer is a different coach. But one thing you can say is he's very competitive. They win games in the SEC. Now it's all about, can you take that next step forward? And we talk about the biggest thing that's kind of looking for Kalen DeBoer is getting the QB1 spot right. Yes, Austin Mack, obviously formerly of Washington, was there with Kalen DeBoer. But, bro, you got to put the best QB there. And the best QB to me is going to be Keelan Russell. You went and recruited him for a reason. He looked like he's ready to go after a redshirt freshman campaign. I'm starting Keelan Russell and not looking back. But for Kalen DeBoer, you got to take a step forward this year. Nah, it's not going to be like, okay, if you don't, your job's going to be taken from you, right? I think the administration, they believe in him. They like what he's shown so far. If not, why would they give him an extension? So he's in a good spot. Now it's just getting Alabama back to what we know Alabama is to be. So I would say it's a good decision, right? Some people are going to go and be like, this was dumb. He hasn't accomplished anything. One playoff win. Like, why would we extend a coach that hasn't really done much? But go look at the totality of it all. Look at the recruiting classes he's put together. Look at the talent he's bringing in. Cedarian Morgans, the Derek Meadows, the Xavier Crowells, right? He's bringing top-end guys to come play for him. Xavier Griffin. So one thing we can't say for DeBoer, he's an elite recruiter. Pretty darn good coach as well. But now it's time for Alabama to take the next step forward, right? So I don't think it's a bad decision to extend him, right? Now, if you're getting ramrodded out of the building, if last year would have turned out different, then we're having a different conversation. But you still won 10-plus games last season. And you still miraculously, after Oklahoma's whooping on you a little bit in that first half, came back. But it's all about the physicality of the team. Can they get better? I believe they can. I think they made the moves necessary to be competitive this year. And Alabama should be right back at the forefront of the college football playoff conversation and maybe even deeper. We'll see if they can give out on that natty contender level that we've known them to be. But I think it's a good job by the Alabama staff. And again, he's not Nick Saban. Like Bama fans got to realize that. This ain't Nick Saban. Nick Saban's not coming back. That was a different level football team in the program. But as it builds, as it gets better, this could be a big-time season for him. But comment down below y'all thoughts, man. I like the extension. Some aren't. They're going to be like, nah, we could have got rid of him after this year. This only prolongs the inevitable. Some people are going to say that. But I feel like this was a good decision for Alabama to extend their head coach. Now, the numbers haven't came out just yet. Maybe they'll reveal it in the next coming days. 0-3 had this story, obviously, first. Great report by Wilson Alexander. But they have extended, obviously, head coach Kalen DeBoer. So we will see what happens next and see kind of the contract details and everything for DeBoer, how long he will be in the Crimson Tide, obviously, head coaching hat, which looks like for a very long time.